video, we're going to talk about clutch kicking. In a manual transmission, this is one of the simplest ways to initiate a drift, but what can make it intermediate is knowing when to use it. Clutch kicking can be your best friend in a very underpowered car. For example, if I had an older Corolla, like an 85 or an first-gen Miata, those are extremely underpowered, just barely making over 100 horsepower, so clutch kicking is going to be your best friend in trying to get it to slide. In the next clip, I compiled 3 camera angles so I can show you how to initiate. What I did here was basically push in the clutch while I was in first gear, revved up the engine, and then dumped the clutch, and then got the car to start sliding. In an underpowered car, you might even have trouble doing a simple donut, where you lose momentum or even engine RPM, so clutch kicking is going to be very beneficial to help keep it going. In the first generation of 8.6, FRS, or even BRZ, those cars have less power than this new 8.6 or BRZ, so clutch kicking could also be very useful. My stock Trueno came with the Michelin Pilot PS4s, and for the most part they are a grippy tire, so if I did have those tires on, if you had a higher power car but you had a lot of tire, that's another scenario where clutch kicking can help because you have so much of an overwhelming grip that you need to break the traction. From the foot camera you can see that when I press in the clutch, I revved it up and then dumped the clutch to get it going. Whether you have a high-powered car with a lot of grip or a low-powered car with little grip or something in between of a mix and match, either way, the more grip you have, the more throttle input and steering inputs you need. And if you have less grip, then it just makes it a little bit easier, but you still have to balance the car. In the next clip, I'll show you an example of clutch kicking during transitions. So let's say I'm in an underpowered car or a car with an extreme amount of grip. Now, when I'm getting ready to transition, as you see, once I come around the corner here, I'm gonna have to flick the car around, but sometimes I could lose momentum and not have enough engine RPM doing so. So that's where you'd want to clutch kick in between those transitions. So you can see me coming around here, I would clutch kick and then flick it and then keep the power going. Or if I'm in an underpowered car, I have to keep clutch kicking it to keep it going. At this point, I would clutch kick during this transition. Then I come back around, and then ready for the next transition, clutch kick. And then do the same thing when I come back around. And clutch kick right here, and then transition. I hope this technique serves you well. Go out there and have some fun, and be safe.